My problem. I got to looking at things and came back here and decided that the reason I wasn't going to be able to pull this thing was because I set an anchor. I wanted to have a beam that crossed across, well, that went between the two 4x6s underneath the bottom of the camp or the building, so that I could pull on both of them equally. So I wanted to have the chain hooked to the beam, which would go up against the 4x6s and spread out the load evenly. But what it's done is it has buried itself. And the more I pull on it, the more it tries to lift up the back end of the building and roll that 4x6 into the ground. So I think I've effectively made it impossible to pull a building from that direction. But because we had so much difficulty getting the building moved, we looked at it again and said, well, you know, the thing we wanted to do is have a garden shed. And if we don't have the tractor shed here, which it's a horrible mess, it's just a piled up pile of crap, and this lawnmower shed, which is over here, I've rebuilt it twice, and I'm not doing it again. It's a nice little building. Somebody wanted one, they could have it. But I already have a nice big building. I don't need to have this little building over here. It sits right on the property line. So if I take this away, this lawnmower shed away, and I take away this tent, which is ugly, then this building will have a nice open space in front of it. And we can we talked about putting a door on this side of the building. Jack this thing up on on at least one cement block and a pad. Level it up so that it's up off the ground. And then this could be Lydia's garden shed. Because it's a good big building. It's good size. It's 10 by 16. So anyways, that's the thought now, is not to try and pull it up because we talked about where it was going to go, and we were going to put it up in the middle of the yard next to the sugar maple over there in the corner by the house. And it would be all right to have it there, but not liking it. I used the tractor as a dead man, hooked up a come along to it, and tried to pull the building. And you can see I was plowing a hole into the ground and shearing off that root as I went. And this building wasn't moving. And that's, in my estimation, is a direct result of it sitting on that 4x6 by the back wall. So it's a lot easier to just lift this thing up, set a block underneath it, put a pad under the block, level the building, and call it good.